One of the things that we notice is that working out together is great.
Hey, LDR couple, what is up? We decided we're gonna vlog a bit, to give you more support in the long distance. Yeah, I have. Yeah, that's what quarantine does to you. Thanks coronavirus. So we're gonna give you a little bit more support through this kind of vlog. So during your long distance relationship journey, you can really visualize what it's gonna be like to close the distance and have a couple life. Because sometimes it's so hard during the marathon to just forget why you're doing this, and having a good example in front of your eyes, that's what's gonna happen to you when you actually close the distance. I think it's going to be a really good thing for you to have fresh air, take a breath, and just remember it's worth it to do what you're doing.
Yeah.
So here we go. It's kind of like a low key format. We don't gonna do structured stuff. We're just gonna do regular vlogging and talk about whatever it is that is happening between us. As a couple since we close distance, and what's the difference that you're going to appreciate versus when we're in long distance relationship.
Yeah. So, one of the things that we notice is that working out together is great.
Yeah.
Being able to do activities working out, and this is something that we just got into together. So it's actually super nice to be able to work out together because we're both not very flexible, by the way. So so whenever we stretch, we were able to pull each other and stretch all the leg part, or we're able to push each other down, so we stretch even more, things like that. It really matters as a couple. That's super nice to be able to do together.
Yeah, because the problem is that before, especially me, I was not very accountable to working out, because when you're alone, and stuff like that, you're I'm just gonna do it later. But what I do that, Dina is here, and when we just wake up, she's like, okay, let's stretch, and I'm like, no, I'm just gonna work on some stuff, or she's like, no, let's do it, it's important, and so she just drag me to the thing until I actually do the thing, so it's super nice to have someone who keeps you accountable. And she's a great coach as well. She has an entire set of exercise for us to do, so she never runs out of creative way to come up with exercises. So that's very something super cool that we have since we close the distance. It's just keep this habits of working out, and it feels so nice to do it as a couple, because it's much more fun. Much more fun to just work out together. You run, you do your exercise, and then my hair is terrible, and then you just you get motivated. You stay motivated. When you're alone, you have your music, you can listen to a podcast, you can have side, you're running on your treadmill and just doing your stuff. Sometimes you see a colleague, I don't want to see you.
No, but funny enough is that now that we got into it, Romain is the one who's hey, let's work out in the morning.
Yeah, she got me addicted to it.
Now he's the one who's starting it, so it's as a couple you're basically able to motivate each other, throughout the whole journey.
Yeah.
Which is very nice.
Yeah.
And another thing is that as a couple, you're always looking up for juices and stuff, and so now.
Oh, do you mean that juices?
Yeah. So now we both got into this mulberry juice, which is super nice. It's it's a little bit saturated when we bought it, so then now that we add water, it's super nice to drink. So it's we're always able to motivate each other to drink juices and stuff, keeping an eye for each other's
She's super healthy, so I'm not. I mean, I am kind of, but she's on an extreme side. So she gets me to do mulberry juice or something. So now I love mulberry juice. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It looks like a promo, but it's not.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
So tell us about the mulberry juice benefits.
Mulberry juice is very good. For the immune system, and it's really able to, because it has a lot of vitamin inside, so then it's able to boost up your immune system in many ways. And it's all the berries are really good, but mulberry juice is mulberry itself is one of the best ones out of all the berries.
See, that's why I love her. She's a super expert in health.
Putting me on the spot, huh?
Huh?
totally putting me on the spot there.
Yeah. You're a reporter, health reporter, health reporter at home. So, well, it has been 5 minutes, so I think we should stop it here.
Yeah.
And let's see tomorrow for another one. We'll talk about, I don't know. We'll see. All right.
Well, let us know whatever you want to listen more about after closing the distance or anything to do with, LDR. Just let us know, and then we'll be creating more content based on that.
Yeah. If you want fresh content, keep us posted in the comments. That's how we come up with these ideas because, we're out of the distance. So even if we have been through it and had multiple long distance relationship, I know how it feels. But it's always fresher to have your perspective because you're still in it. And sometimes we have people like coming to us and be like, oh, what do you do when you have this? Or like, how do I feel like this? And I'm like, oh, true, like I used to experience that too, So keep fresh in the comments so we can just come up with a more targeted content to give you more support. It's always the idea.
Yeah. Well. On our Instagram, we're always receiving a lot of content that people want to hear more about. So you can always let us know there too.
Stay strong in the LDR, it's worth it.
Ciao, ciao.
Ciao, ciao.